Hey guys, I'm making another little video. I don't know whether to call this betrayal from narcissists, or I guess a better way to put it for me would be we'll walk over here a little bit. Trusting the narcissist, right? Clearly, doing that has screwed me at every job that I've been to. So I'm walking outside, going for a little walk, and keep my voice down on this video. But hanging out by the lake, I thought I'd make a quick video, not showing you really where I'm at. Just there's a lake. I'm sure some of the people that have watched these videos, I'm sure they know exactly where I'm located right now while I'm filming this video. I'm starting to make progress and all this shit, pay my bills. Like I said, there's some rats here that are at this hotel. Like I said, possibly that dude over there walking his, doing that, pretending like all they're doing is just like walking and, walking their dogs and stuff. But I'm doing a lap around the thing to see if he follows me. Right? Because trusting these narcissists is very dangerous for me, at least for me. I mean, that probably goes for most people, because narcissists are dangerous people, right? And they want to mock us, mimic us, take credit about what we're doing, right? That guy's he's walking closer towards me, right? And a lot of times that's why I'm out of earshot from where that guy's at. By the time I get all the way around the lake, I'll probably be done with this video. So I'm just walking around the pond right now. But trusting these narcissist guys, if targets do that, and like I have, and like I said, and I've said this, it's not universally all the same, and they'll do this differently where, they'll pull it off differently or more secretively or more overtly, I guess, depending on where you're at. Gang stalkers they're soulless beings. They have an evil spirit, but they do not, most of them have a soul. They're willing to do whatever it takes for $1. They're willing to fuck over and throw their own family members and get bribed for some money, and to throw us underneath the fucking bus here. And I've had enough of it. That's why I make these videos, because they've made me a few times snap. Not to the point where they made me snap, but to the point where, they just keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you and pushing you and fucking with you and messing with you. Until you're like, all right, I've had it. I've had enough. Obviously, these people think that clearly, like with me, I'm a nice person, so I've accepted them back in my life. Some of these guys I'm related to, men and women, people that I'm related to or not, I've accepted them back into my life. And what they've done is they just use that as, by me accepting them back in my life, they've used that as a, well, you've allowed us to disrespect you once. You've allowed us to disrespect you twice. And, I'm just going to have to pull back the curtain now and really just blow all of them out of the water. Blow them all out of the dust. Shit on them. Because they don't know what I'm working on. They don't know where I'm at. They're going to have to get their flying monkeys and their randos to come follow me around. And that's where it's at, guys. It's all out in the public. The police are pathetic on gang stalking too. With me, now they tried to pull this off when I was a younger man, when I was in my mid to late 20s. They would incarcerate me and tell me I'm crazy, gaslight me, blah, 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 blah. Tell me my mind is dangerous. I've weaponized my thinking. That the way I think is just flat deadly. It is for these idiots. It's very deadly. It's like one of those little otters or beavers. It's not, it looked like a damn water rat, but it's not a water rat. But anyway, like I said, I've dealt with this guys for real bad the past 15 years. And you look at what, I'm going to say what's universal. I'll speak universally for targets. But I also know, speaking from personal experience, it's an otter. That's all he is, a cute little otter right there. Look at him. He's just hanging out. I like to connect with nature. Like when I'm taking a break from work right now, watch certain wildlife like little otters, and he's just treading water. He's just treading water, guys. He's just chilling. Now he's going back down. But anyway, I like to go do shit like this sometimes when I make videos. I like to hang out. I want to add some more graphic design to these videos for SEO purposes on Google, or at least ranking purposes on Google. A lot of this is human. So if you're still new to this or wondering if there's like certain parts of it that you haven't heard about, it's definitely a form of human trafficking, 100%. It's a form of mobbing, employment mobbing, workplace, harassment, obvious harassment. There's really no hesitation at this point. I mean, some of you got to go fully self-employed. You got to be, some of you are probably like independent contractors, or some of you, look at them, independent contractors, or whatever, self-employed, whatever, whether you sell products or goods or services, because these people don't, they're demons, I guess, pretty much don't care about boundaries, and they don't care. They don't care. It's looked at as more of a challenge, and whoever, from what I've seen in my situation, whoever can be the best criminal, commit the cleanest felony, is the best person. You commit the cleanest felony, you get away with it, you're a pat on the back type of human being. We need to promote you for committing a clean felony. I'll call it. No felony is really clean, but committing a clean felony without getting caught. And don't forget, and I posted this on X posts, Twitter X, formerly Twitter. I said, well, it just rings better, with a suit and tie. Organized crime just rings better with a suit and tie. Well, it does. What better way to deceive the American public than to be corporate snakes, corporate liars, big farm peddlers, and put basically drug dealers on a corporate level that are selling way more drugs than any of your drug dealers. Selling way more. This guy works at the liquor store. But anyway, I thought I'd go for a little walk. Just ignore it, Just ignore the chaos. Ignore the stalking. Just pretend like I don't even see it. Because at the end of the day, does it really matter what they think? They're wrong. Does it really matter? That's why I said I'm considering like the source of, obviously, if the only part where it gets dangerous is where they get other narcissists and other key players in your community to believe the slander and the rumors and the lies. If they can pull that off and they can get people to believe lies, well, that's initially how they destroy your reputation. But every target is always going to be climbing for the most part. Now, I can't speak for everybody universally. Some of this stuff, yeah, and then there's different levels. I'll say this, there's different types of targeting, and there's different levels to it. So somebody could be, in my mind, this is how I would look at it. I've been doing this a while. Somebody could be a level 10 target, and they're getting harassed. I'm getting an incoming call from who I think someone that at least knows about it, goes out of their way to disrespectfully ignore it and deny organized stalking. They do everything they can to ignore it. That's how you know perps are perps, because they know what's going on. They can see your evidence, they can see your proof, but they're still going to ignore it. Like, no matter what happens, they're gonna go out of their way to ignore that organized stalking's real. And that's a problem, because they're getting other people to believe that that it's not real, and they're getting other people to believe that it not only is it not real, but it's all in your brain, dude. There's something not functioning right with your head. And this is how they get They've gaslighted an entire country of people, us, United States citizens, into getting on pharmaceutical drugs after they already laced our water and laced our air. Now you want to give me more drugs. You want to get me all drugged out so I can make sloppy ass decisions and look like an idiot. That's what they want. And that's why they gaslight. And that's why they've used mass gaslighting on a huge group, the whole population, 300 plus 400 million Americans, to gaslight us to believe that Skyrizi is good for you. Zyprexa and Zoloft is going to cure you. None of that shit cures anything. And it never has. Because they'll create problems, and I've said this before, and then they'll swoop in and sell you. It's got to be salesworthy. It can't be free. It's going to be a sellable solution. So they create cancer. What do? They lie about how to cure it, and then they provide chemo, and they provide bullshit solutions that might work because they've carefully curated the triggering issue that they've given an existence to. They've created it. They brought it into this reality. So since they've done that, they've basically fooled everybody. And I can attest that the fluoride in the water conspiracy is a fact. The fluoride in the water is terrible for you. But I'm at the storefront. I'm gonna walk away here in a second. Like I said, I just got an incoming call. It's pretty weird. What does this guy want? I get a lot of times, guys, I get mysterious calls when I do a video about this topic. Someone will try to call me and try to disrupt. They'll try to get the video interrupted, so the video gets cock blocked by gang stalkers or just perps. Just gang stalkers or perps in general. They'll try to cock block my video. It's classic. I've dealt with it for years. I'll be somewhere at a sweet point throughout the video, and they've got to try to silence it or make it seem like it's not real. And they will go out of their way to get you to believe it's not real before they hit again, because they've got to get me comfortable, feeling confident that I can just relax again. I'm good. I can sit back and relax and chill out for a second. No, you can't do that. Or at least I can't do that. I could, if I didn't care about myself and my safety. I could just not care and just sit on my ass and be lazy like them. I'm avoiding the sales agents over that way. I don't even want to talk to them. I don't even want to get involved with them, because they're going to try to sell me a bunch of shit that I'm not looking for. So more guys, it's more typical shit. Nothing new, really. I mean, new day. It's a new day. It's a new week, new year. I can say that with my situation, I'm speaking for myself and sometimes others. Not speaking about anybody in particular or stealing information, but I will say they might as well just send a surrender letter. We surrender. Might as well forfeit. Just give up, perps. Just give it up. I'm leveling up. Y'all know it. And you might want to knock on your mommy's door and ask for forgiveness, because I don't have to forgive them. But they might as well just write a letter with a few $1 million and say, sorry, gig's up. Sorry, gig's up. And they might as well just give it up and surrender. I haven't seen them do it yet. I think they're thinking about it, though. I think they're considering the surrender. Look, it would look good on them. Make their reputation look a little better. They could salvage their reputation and just say, yeah, we forfeit. Sorry, we're done. We surrender. And I still wouldn't forgive them, but I'd acknowledge it and say, bet. Okay, thank you. That's all I'd say, bet. Thank you. See you never. And that would be how that's going to go. Now, when I open the summons up, I opened a lawsuit on this problem about 2 years ago, and I opted out of the lawsuit because it's too pervasive. Meaning it's happening from too many sources too often. I can't just sue one entity. I've got to sue several entities in one lawsuit, which means this is a pervasive lawsuit. Frequent violations from many different sources, frequently happening in the same sorts of industries, same markets, same fields, same practice of study, same professions. They basically miserably lost, and I've set them up on many traps and many, I've used entrapment and bait and switch on them. And let's just say I got these guys by the absolute balls on this whole lawsuit. So don't think that I didn't collect. Don't think that I wasn't sitting back and taking notes. Don't think I wasn't sitting back and collecting all my shit. The silent ones are the deadly ones. You don't fuck with a silent guy, because now I'm outspoken. Now I got all the dirt. Now I got all the leverage. They got no leg to stand on. They got no leg to stand on. Nowhere. They have no foundation, no stability. Like I said, Chief Handler, your team better surrender right now. You better surrender, because I'm coming for your ass. They better give it up. Chief Handler, you better give it up. I've won this battle single-handedly against hundreds of your pawns. It's time to pay me up. Give me a back massage. Get me a cool chick. Give me some head, and be on my way. Oop. And that is all I got, guys. Don't trust a stalker. I don't trust these family members, these faker outers, these Decepticon perps that think that they can get a leg in. They can just slide in the back door. They can sneak in. No, the answer is fuck no. I won't be polite. My impoliteness will be even more reinforcement on my boundaries. And I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from my own self-experience, dude. I don't just sit here and vouch for targets because I like the topic. I think it's a cool topic to talk about. Nobody wakes up one day and says, well, I wish I could be targeted. I had one guy say that. He said, that sounds like a lot of fun. I said, well, it's fucking not. You gotta, are you serious, dude? And when you looked at him, I had one guy say that to me. He said, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I said, well, I mean, when you first get going, it seems like a harmless prank. You really want to say, oh, that seems like a lot of fun. No way. Now, that's a guy that has no idea what it is or knows what it is, but likes to lie about it and cover it up and say that'd be a lot of fun. It's the opposite of fun. It's weird, strange, and evil activity. That's the opposite of having a lot of fun. You're not going to have a lot of fun. You might have a lot of fun in court if you're winning a lawsuit, then you might have a lot of fun. And I think I feel pretty confident in my ability to sue these suckers. I have 20 pages of United States section and code entitled law violations, with images, with voice recordings, email threads where these guys have lied consistently, from CPS to fucking Walgreens and CVS and some of the universities that I went to. I got so much dirt. These fools probably can't sleep at night because I'm one of their worst nightmares. So if you saw something about lawsuit years ago on WhatsApp or Nextdoor app, that was probably me. And And I opened that lawsuit. Now, I closed that lawsuit out. Here's why. Like I said, it was too pervasive. I knew I wasn't going to win a medical lawsuit in the state of Indiana alone with a pro se. I factored everything in realistically. I said, there's no way I'm going to win a pro se case medically against the medical mafia. There's no way. So I said, so fuck that. So I said, basically, fuck that. And then waited. So now I'm going statewide by myself. Guys, I had another guy lose a lawsuit. It happens. A lot of us lose lawsuits. A lot of us approach the lawsuit the wrong way and didn't hit it from the right angle. Well, that's exactly what I want to do. Give him the worst, give him the possibly just worst outcome that would be my win. So that's what needs to happen. And I wish you guys the best out there, man. Be safe. You're already blessed. You know, we're probably, most of us, going to get more anointed, more blessed. And these fools aren't going to have anything to look at. Just your blessings. Just you thriving. That pisses them off a lot when they know they don't have control, and they know all they're going to do is talk shit. That's all they got. That's all they got left. They can't stop the chosen ones, man. The only way they can really stop you, and they're not going to stop you, is by killing you, or me, any of us. I'm not sitting here preaching advice. This is raw shit. This is raw targeting. This is real targeting, man. This is some crazy shit. Got the mom involved. They won't even talk to me. The mom, the grandma, the mom's side, parts of both sides, they won't talk to me for no damn good reason. There's no damn good reason behind it. It's organized crime. That's all I got. It's really all I got. And this is an update on the most recent situation, guys. So prayers go out to you guys. I hope you guys, so we get infinite prayers and miraculous angelic experiences on earth and in an evil world, on an evil planet. I pray that God, our angels come down and just defeat these demons, defeat these evil beings and people. So the fight is real. There's only two teams, good and bad. It's spiritual battles that are transmitted physically, that are physically manifested. But guys, that's really all I got for today. And I am going to upload this video. It's going to be called, I guess, just trusting the wrong people, not being betrayed. No, we know that. We're trusting narcs, not trusting narcs anymore. Yeah. Well, with that, I am going to go. Goodbye.